Hi and welcome. Today I would like to do a class following the theme of love. This week is Martin Luther King Day, and we will celebrate his life by his showing of unconditional love, of forgiveness, of nonviolence. He embodied yoga. Even though I don't know if he was a yoga practitioner, he embodied yoga by the way that he lived his life. He's famous for his saying, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." He said the time is always right to do what is right. So today, you'll need a strap. As we lay on our mats, we'll begin on our backs. So join me on your backs today in constructed rest, with your feet as wide as the mat. Point your toes in slightly. Allow your knees to touch. As you lower your back onto the mat, draw your belly button into spine, this gentle tilt of the pelvis, pressing your low back into the mat. Wiggle your shoulder blades underneath. Allow your elbows to rest beside you and your palms on your belly. Perhaps even creating this diamond shape, your thumbs together, your index fingers together. And then if you can create the diamond shape, if you just curl your thumbs in, you can make a heart shape. So a heart shape over your belly. As we begin noticing our breath, as you inhale deeply, fill up and notice your belly rise into your palms. As you exhale, let go. On the inhale again, noticing just a gentle rise of the belly and also a gentle arch of the spine. Noticing your low back lifts just a little. On an exhale, noticing a gentle rounding of your belly, pressing your low back into the mat. As you continue to breathe, lengthening your breath, keeping your eyes closed, relax the space between your eyes, your eyebrows. Unclench your jaw. Allow your arms to be heavy on this earth, to be held. No effort. Just following the rhythm of your breath. And bring to mind your intention for your practice. As we close our eyes, seeing darkness. And we prepare for the light to come in. Maybe proclaiming a mantra for your practice today. Love, forgiveness. And in your intention for your practice, weave it into your breath. Every inhale, draw on the energy of that intention. Every exhale, breathe that into this world that so desperately needs it. One more. The biggest breath that you've taken all day. Fill up. Open mouth, exhale. Sigh it out. Your next inhale. Open your arms to a T. Open your palms to the sky. Spread your fingers wide. Widen your knees. Point your toes away from you. And allow for your knees to fall side to side. Lengthening your psoas, your hip flexors, your back, your hips. Just noticing just a gentle sensation. Again, no over efforting here. Allow your body to be free to move. This liberty to move with love and compassion, with non-violence towards ourselves. Begin with that first, and then allow that grace to wash over others. The next time that your knees fall to the left side, pause. Turn your head, your gaze out past your right fingertips. Again, allow for that gentle stretch as you lie here on this earth. Open and close your mouth a few times. Release any tension in your neck or jaw or shoulders. Inhale, allow your knees to rise up. Look to the sky. On your exhale, knees fall to the right. Pause with your gaze over past your left fingertips. Close your eyes. Rest here in this space on this side. Honor yourself for taking the first step to being here on your mat today. Inhale, knees rise up, and then allow both shins to float in the air, flexing and pointing your feet. Bring your hands to the tops of your knees, your fingertips just gently resting on the tops of your knees, and then allow your heels to rest towards your booty. And then begin to circle your knees, going one direction, just small circles. And again, you're not doing a lot of efforting with your arms here. Again, just very gentle with your legs moving. Really feeling your low back pressing in, drawing your belly button into spine, and feeling some heat build in your belly into the midline. So you're not really using any arm strength here. Just your fingertips are just gently being held. Pause in the middle and then move to the opposite direction. So nice and gentle. We're just beginning to warm up our bodies. Allow your body to awaken, to enliven. Feel this fire just gently ignite in your belly. Pause in between. And then we're going to begin to draw some circles in opposite directions. So squeezing your knees into your chest, opening your knees wide, drawing your knees away from you. Maybe a bigger circle with your knees moving in opposite directions, allowing your hips to open. And again, pressing low back into the mat. Allow the back of your head to rest on the mat. And then pause as we move in the opposite direction. Now knees draw away from us, out and in. And these circles, perhaps even feeling the adductors and abductors of your thighs turn on here. Again, relax your jaw, press your low back into the mat. And then pause here, extending your legs and your arms towards the sky. Press your low back into the mat, flex your feet, spread your fingers wide. Knees can be bent here or straight for dead bug series. Inhale, lengthen right hand, left leg towards the earth and rising up. So, pardon me, exhale with your left hand, right leg towards the earth. On an exhale, we lengthen. On an inhale, you rise up. That can feel more natural. So moving with your breath, right hand, left foot. Inhale, draws them up. Exhale, lengthens them out. So again, keep low back pressing into the earth, feeling that fire in your belly. This is so good for the strength into the midline, your center. Feeling some gentle wobbles. You're strengthening your muscles. They're learning here. One more on each side. Again, knees can be bent or remain straight. And the last one, squeezing your knees into your chest. Begin to rock and roll, bringing your hands behind your knees. And then the final time, cross your legs, come forward into a tabletop position. Finding a flat back, shoulders above your wrists, spread your fingers wide. Hips above your knees, tap out your toes behind you. Inhale, look up and arch, draw shoulders back, tilt tailbone up. Exhale, draw chin into chest, round your back. Inhale, arching your spine, cow, open your heart. Exhale, rounding your spine, cat. Continue to follow the rhythm of your breath, waking up your spine. Notice this awareness here. Beautiful. Pause, look down between your hands. Curl your toes under, nice and slow. As you sit your hips back towards your heels, stretching out the arches of your feet. Stretching out all 10 toes. Walk your hands forward, bow forward in this modified child's pose. Inhale, rising back up. Cross your legs behind you and sit back into a seated position. Grab onto your strap, placing both feet down onto the mat. As you unwind the strap, keep the right foot planted. As you lift up your toes, bring the strap underneath your left foot to the ball of your left foot, just beneath it. There's a spot there. As you flex your toes towards you, spread them wide, draw your arms in. And as you draw your knee into your chest, you can lean back and then find length in your spine. So keep that lengthening of your spine. Optionally keep your right knee bent or straighten your right leg as you press your left foot into your strap, drawing it away from you. Now keep your left foot flexed. Keep pressing away. Grow tall, and then allow your left foot to rest down on the mat in a gentle forward fold. Bring your hands to your left foot. I'm just noticing we're still reawakening, so just take your time. As you switch sides, bend your left knee to begin. Bend your right knee, and as you lift your right toes up, bring the strap underneath your right foot. Find that space where it feels comfortable, just beneath the ball of your foot. As you squeeze your right knee into your chest, relax your shoulders. Find length in your spine, and then press your right foot into the strap as you straighten your right leg. Find length here. No over efforting here. So you are connecting your hands to the strap, but try as much as you can to relax your shoulders, your neck. Look at your right toes or forward, and as you prepare to lower your right foot, and again, you can stretch out your left leg long here. As you lower your right foot to the mat, bowing forward in this forward fold. Inhale, come on out of it. Remove the strap, just a different way to begin with that strap. As you inhale, bring your hands underneath your knees, drawing your knees into the body, into the midline. Preparing to cross your legs and come forward back into that tabletop position. As you curl your toes under, this time lift your hips high, downward facing dog. As you pedal out your feet here, lengthen your spine. Melt your heart towards your toes. Lift all 10 toes. Breathe here. Now look to your hands. Lift heels and hips high. As you exhale, bend your knees, and then take lots of steps up to the top of your mat. Take your time to get there. Hang in a rag doll at the top of your mat. Bend your knees, drape your chest over your thighs, grab onto your elbows. As you allow your arms and your head to hang heavy, perhaps you straighten your legs, one knee at a time. Create some movement here, some sway side to side. Bring your right hand to the mat, bend your right knee and extend your left arm up to the sky. Open up on this twist, deep inhale. Exhale, left hand down, left knee bends, right arm extends up to the sky. Look up. Exhale, right hand connects, right knee bends, one more side, one more time here. Exhale, left knee bends. Connect your left hand as your right arm extends to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Heel toe your feet to touch. Bring your hands behind your calves as you bow forward. Uttanasana, strengthening your front body, lengthening your back body. Feeling length in your hamstrings, perhaps walking your hands up towards your glutes and down. As you hold your body lovingly, as you are in awe of your body today. With non-violence, with compassion and love, with forgiveness in your heart towards yourself and towards others. Inhale, bend your knees, sit your hips back, lift all 10 toes, weight into your heels. Bring your hands to your heart in chair pose. Press your thumb into your sternum, just briefly. Inhale, rise up, extended mountain pose. Arms reach to the sky, look up. On an exhale, forward fold. Lead with the heart, hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant both hands, step both feet back in a high plank. Spread your fingers wide, shifting weight front to back in the high plank. Drawing belly button into spine. And then pause here. Shoulders above wrists. Feel a long line of energy from crown to heels. Lowering knees, chest, chin, dive down, hug elbows into the rib cage, hips high. Exhale, slide through, point toes down and back. Roll shoulders back, inhale, lift chest and chin, glutes engaged, cobra. 2 more like that. We'll lower nice and slow, like waves of the ocean. Inhale, press toes down, legs are active, straight and strong, rise chest and chin. Exhale, lower. 1 more time, cobra, rising up, opening your heart. Exhale, press back through tabletop. Curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high to the sky, 3-legged dog. Keep your shoulders level. Bend your right knee and open your right hip. As you draw some circles with your right foot, right toes, both directions. And then pointing your right leg up to the sky once again. Inhale. On an exhale, draw right knee to right elbow, hover, pause. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. 2 more like that. On an exhale, knee to elbow. Same one. Inhale. This last time, we'll step it through. Inhale, come forward. Step your right foot outside of your right hand into lizard. You can keep your left knee up or lower knee and toes down. Your lizard here. So find your expression of the posture. This right hip opener and a psoas, hip flexor stretch on the left side. A big stretch. You can pad your left knee with your mat, with the blanket. Find what feels best. You can lower onto blocks, onto your forearms if you'd like. Stacking your fists. Find your edge, your expression of this posture. As you inhale, come on up, heel toe your right foot into the midline. And as you prepare for half splits, Hanumasana, Ardha Hanumasana, I cannot pronounce that. Drawing your right hip crease back. Lift your right toes up, bowing forehead towards your right toes. Ardha Hanumasana. Oh, and then bending into your right knee. Curl your left toes under, lift your left knee up and back, and this time with your left knee up. Straightening your right leg, bowing front of head towards your right toes. Breathe into this space. Lengthening right hamstring. Inhale, bending into your right knee. Plant your hands and step your left foot up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hands coming to heart center. Sit your hips back, chair pose. Just a brief pause here. Draw weight into your heels, ignite your belly. Deepest inhale, standing up, arms reach, gentle back bend. Exhale, swan dive down, moving through a flow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float your feet back. High to low, shifting weight forward, lowering all the way to your belly. Inhale, finding up dog or cobra, opening your heart. Hips high, downward facing dog. Moving on to the other side. Inhale your left leg high to the sky, 3-legged dog. Keeping shoulders level, bending left knee as you point your left toes to the right side. Play around with flexing and pointing, drawing some circles. Opening that left hip. Left leg high, inhale. On an exhale, draw left knee to left elbow, hover. Inhale, leg high to the sky, look back. Exhale as you prepare to look forward, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, last time, lengthen long. Exhale, step left foot outside of your left hand. And then find that lizard. Find your expression of this posture. Notice as you perhaps roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Come on down to your forearms. Notice what feels good in your body today. Big hip opener. Big psoas stretch on the right side. Relax the shoulders, your jaw. Perhaps close your eyes in stillness. As you prepare to move out of it, plant your hands. Heel toe your left foot to center. Your right knee to the mat. As you draw your left hip crease back. Bowing forward, lift your left toes. Lengthening your left hamstring. There's half splits here. Notice a release of tension as you flex and point your left toes. And then planting your left foot with your right toes curled under. Lift your left knee up and back, and then begin to straighten your left leg in this pyramid variation. Planting your right foot behind you as you bow forward over your left leg. Breathe. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Bend your left knee. Step your right foot up to the top of your mat. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, drawing hands to heart center. Inhale, pour your weight into your right foot. And then tap your left toes in front of you. Option to squeeze your left knee into your chest and flex and point your left toes. As long as you can keep that length, stacking shoulders above your hips. As you prepare to release your left foot, maybe extending left leg long in front of you, and then floating your left leg behind you, meeting in warrior one. Take your time getting there as you point your left toes out, left heel in, softly land your left foot behind you, warrior one. Heel to heel alignment, right knee bent, left leg straight and strong. Press heels down and into the midline. Feeling your shield, protected, strength in your middle. Look out, forward. Fingers reaching to the sky, your feet grounding you to this earth. Inhale, straightening your right leg, preparing for that pyramid once again, perhaps a little wider this time than before. As you draw your right hip crease back, reach your fingers forward, lead with the heart, hinge at your hips. As you bow forward, connect your hands to your ankle, to your right leg, to your right calves. Perhaps a more balancing posture here. Continue to lengthen that right hamstring. Again, perhaps encouraging your hands to lock up and down your right leg, offering it love and compassion and forgiveness. We can be so hard on ourselves. As you prepare for warrior three, bend your right knee, look forward, using blocks in front of you to balance on for a modified warrior three, or bringing hands to your heart as you float your left leg behind you, finding that wobble, pointing left pinky toes down, finding a T shape with your body. Look down, crown to heel, a nice long line of energy. Breathe in, hug low ribs in. On an exhale, float your left leg back, warrior two. So find a heel to arch alignment, left hand floating back, right hand floating forward. Offer up compassion for your body, for the wobbles, for the lack of balance sometimes is okay. Look out past your right fingertips, palms facing down. In this warrior two, and externally rotating your right thigh. Draw heels down and into the midline, feel strong. Prepare for triangle. Inhale your right leg straight. Reach right hand forward. Really lengthen forward. And then connect right hand to right leg. Left arm extends to the sky. Open up wide, Trikonasana. Unclench your jaw. Find strength and grace in this posture. Feel this energy that you behold. Love. Your next inhale, bend your right knee, peaceful warrior. Floating right arm up to the sky. Left hand floats down left leg. Look down at your left toes. Open up right side body. Right leg stays bent. Cartwheel your hands down. Frame your right foot. As you lift your left heel up, float your right leg back. High plank, optional flow. Shifting weight forward, lowering all the way or halfway through chaturanga. Inhale, finding up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Come home to your body. Find this space here. Lift all 10 toes. Press all 10 fingertips into the mat. Look to your hands. Lift heels and hips. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees and step or float your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly and pause. Close your eyes. Martin Luther King also said, all mankind is tied together. All life is interrelated. We are all caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. Breathe. As you prepare for the other side, with compassion for yourself, for others. Blink your eyes open. Breathe here. Breathe in this space. As you pour your weight into your left foot, tapping your right toes in front of you. And then again, as you squeeze your right knee into your chest as an option, stacking head over heart, flexing, pointing right toes. As you float that right leg back, take your time as you turn your right toes out again. Take time, no rush, as you land softly. Planting your right pinky toe down to this earth. So you look forward, reaching arms high to the sky. Feel strength here. Breathe here. As you straighten your left leg, as you draw your left hip crease back, as you reach forward, hinge at the hips, as you forward fold over this left leg. Notice how this feels in your body. Breathe here, lengthening left hamstring. And again, encouraging your arms to give your legs some love. As you prepare for Warrior 3, take your time as you bend your left knee. Lift your right heel in this low runner's lunge. Choose your option, perhaps using the blocks as you float your right leg behind you. Perhaps hands come to heart or beside you. So a T shape with your body. Crown to heel, feel that long line of energy. Breathe in and out. Warrior 2. Softly land your right foot behind you, floating right hand back, left hand forward. This external rotation of your left thigh. This left heel to right arch alignment. Take your time to find your foundation. Palms facing down. Look past your left fingertips. Feel strength throughout into the midline. Inhale, straightening left leg. Trikonasana. Reach left hand forward. Connect a left hand to left side as your right arm reaches to the sky. Feeling earth and sky. Feeling this connection, this energy here, this space. Breathe here. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Your next inhale, bend your left knee. Reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Left arm rises. Look down at your right toes as your right hand floating down right leg. Open up your left side body. Cartwheel your hands down. Frame your left foot as you step your left foot back. Your flow. Shifting weight forward, lowering high to low. Inhale up, dog or cobra. Exhale, lift hips high, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Look to your hands, lift heels and hips. Bend your knees and step or float your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, drawing hands to heart center. Preparing for our standing posture. Locate your strap again. And close your eyes. Bring your hands to your belly. As you plant your feet, 2 feet, both feet firmly planted on the earth. Connect them to the earth. So lift all 10 toes, spread them, and then squeeze your sticky mat. And relax them here in this space, creating that firm foundation. Now, I want to try something, a little foot stretch here. So, I think I grabbed the strap a little early, but we're gonna lower down into Malasana squat. Heel toe your feet to touch, toes pointing out, heels in. As you lower your hips down, first in this Malasana squat, your elbows to your inner thighs, sitting up tall. And then we're gonna lower to our bottoms here to do a little foot stretch. So you can bring your hands behind you and lower down. As you bring the soles of your feet to the earth, we'll interlace our fingers with our toes into the webbing. So this can be a really big stretch, but I think that you will notice a very big difference with your connection to the earth in these standing balancing poses. So we're gonna interlace your index finger between your big toe and your next toe. And then again, just try to get down into the webbing as much as you can. It can feel really, really awkward. You can cross your right heel under as you lift up. The point actually is to create a little bit of discomfort here, this stretch. It's okay for short periods. As you flex and point your left toes and you just hold your left heel lovingly. Just notice that this is a very big stretch. It can feel really awkward. And then release, bringing the heel down, bringing your hands, your fingers underneath, your thumbs on top, giving yourself a little massage to try to get between, like into the fascia, into the ligaments here. There's so many bones in your feet. And so really allowing for the space to feel those. All right, we'll switch sides. Now onto the right foot. As you find the webbing, interlacing your fingers in between your toes. Again, just give it some space. Once you get in there, maybe you're feeling a little bit comfortable. It's pretty uncomfortable for me. Noticing the stretches here. If you can manage one more breath with this toe stretch. And then bringing your heel down, and again, this foot massage. Let's give ourselves some care, some love here as we squeeze our fingers into the bottoms of our feet, get into the fascia. And just notice. All right, I think now we'll be ready. And I want to see if you notice a difference here. Okay, grab onto your strap. Now try this stand. That was impromptu. I was noticing a lack of connection. I think perhaps you may notice a deeper connection to the earth. Also, recognize that if you are practicing on carpet,
you may notice some extra wobbles, a little different feeling than on hard floor. All right, so as you grab onto your strap, be sure to notice that the length of your spine is way more important than how high you can lift your foot. Your foot can remain on the ground the entire time. We'll pour our weight into our right foot to begin with. So imagine, visualize a tree, like a sequoia, a maple, an elm. Notice those roots growing long as you just balance on that right foot and your left toes, just creating that little kickstand for you to begin with. So keep that length in the spine, stacking shoulders over hips. Engage your core. So draw low ribs in, hug them in to the midline. Squeeze muscle to bone. Find your drishti, your steady gaze, something not moving. As you bring your left knee up, as you bring the strap to the space in your foot beneath your ball of your foot. Keep that connection with your right foot pressing down. Now draw your hands up into center as you continue flexing that left foot, and then begin to press your left foot away from you. Keep tall. Again, more important to get the length of your spine than the high foot here. Perhaps bouncing around a few times, finding your balance in your practice. And it's okay, fall out of it, wobble. Love your body, always, for the effort, for trying again, for the bravery to get back up and try again. Option here to stay just like this, with your leg extended. Options to move your arms around, maybe opening your left leg out. Tall, stand tall. Lengthen your spine, left foot flexing. Bring left foot back forward and release. You may notice that one side may feel very different than the other side. Option to remove the strap altogether. You don't need to use the strap if you don't want to. You can also keep your foot down or grab onto your knee instead if that feels better. Be kind to your body, honor your body for what it needs today. As we switch sides, relax your shoulders. Pour your weight into your left foot. Option to grab on with your peace fingers even. I like to do that with your index and your middle finger, wrapping around your big toe. Bringing your left hand to your hip perhaps as you stretch your right leg forward. Stand tall again. Find your options, find your play. Find length first rather than height. Some days are just wobbly. There's a big temper tantrum going on upstairs, so I think that can cause my distraction a little bit. Good thing I have these and you guys can't hear this. All right, right leg extending forward and perhaps to the side. Forget what you believe you can't do. You can do so much. Breathe. Inhale your right leg back to center and lower your right foot to the earth as you shake it out. Compassion for yourself. So pause here. Bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes. Whatever you could or couldn't do today is okay. It does not define you. We're just playing around, making shapes with our bodies, finding our edge, exploring what happens in here, in our heads, between our ears. There's this conversation. What happens in our hearts? Moving out of the thinking, doing mind into the feeling mind. It's okay to fall. It's okay to fail. It's more important when you get back up with bravery. As you open your eyes to the light. Remembering the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Step up to the top of your mat. A final flow of washing it out. This is the rinse cycle. Inhale, arms reach high to the sky. Look up. Exhale, forward fold. Lead with the heart. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float your feet back, high to low, your flow. Inhale, finding up dog or cobra. Exhale, lift your hips high, downward facing dog. We're gonna step our legs through. So listen carefully, look to your hands, lift your heels and hips, bend your knees. And as you jump your feet up, you'll cross them and sit between your hands. So jump on up, cross your legs, and you sit back. Fun little transition there. Locate your strap as we lower to our backs. Take your time to get to your back. Settle in with your knees bent, the soles of your feet connecting. As you keep the sole of your right foot on the mat, connect the strap, or again, if you'd like to do no strap for this time, really just find what feels best for you. As you straighten your left leg towards the sky, perhaps straighten your right leg, connecting to the earth. Keep your right hand on your right hip, that is your anchor. If you choose to open your leg to the left, perhaps you look to the right. Maybe your hand now moves to your belly. Feel the strength inside. Look to the light. Inhale, drawing your left leg up, preparing for a cross, a twist. Switch your grip, strap onto the right hand or right hand to foot as you continue to draw your left foot, cross the midline, over to the right side, gazing out past your left fingertips in this twist. Once you get to your posture, just rest, close your eyes. Your skeleton, this pretzel shape, just be. Even with eyes closed, searching for the light. Compassion and love and forgiveness for self, for others, throughout this practice and throughout our whole lives. Such a practice. Inhale, drawing left knee, squeeze it into chest, and then planting your left foot down. As you squeeze right knee into chest and prepare for what your hand to foot pose looks like. Once you find your pose with your right leg extended towards the sky, relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw, perhaps straightening your left leg and opening your right leg out. Keep your left hand on your anchor here and perhaps looking to the left, maybe hand to your belly or arm extended. So just notice that you can find your own expression of each posture. The only rule is no pain. But feel freedom to move in your body. Inhale, drawing right leg up, switching your grip, preparing to cross the midline, right leg over to the left, looking out to the right. Breathe here in this twist, in this space. As you pause and reflect, how does this feel now? Inhale, draws your right knee back up, squeezing right knee and left knee into your chest. Happy baby, grabbing onto the soles of your feet, opening wide. And now squeezing knees into chest. We're gonna rock and roll, just a final seated sequence as you rock and roll front to back, a little massage in your back body. Again, crossing your legs and coming to seated. But in the middle of your mat, extend your legs forward and then drawing your left knee into the midline. Your left knee out, preparing for a side or back bend. As you point your right toes down, bring your left hand behind you. Plant your left hand back. Bring your right hand to your heart. And as you press your right heel down, lift your hips up, pressing your left shin into the earth, reaching your right hand behind you. You can move here, lowering your hips and reaching right hand towards right foot a few times if that feels nice in your body. Find what feels good to you today. No over efforting a dance. One more breath, finding the movement in your body. As you come on up, this time extending left leg, drawing right heel into chest. And then this time bringing your right hand behind you and left hand to your heart. Inhale, pointing left toes away from you. Press left heel down to the earth. Lift hips up, right shin meets the mat. Reaching and looking behind you. And again, finding that movement here, perhaps. Finding it to be a dance. The sweeping, the moving of energy. Find that flow. More of a side bend or a back bend, up to you. Depends how it feels in your body. One more breath as we finish up this side. And we'll meet in a forward fold. So bring your legs together. Your toes pointing to the sky. Inhale, arms reach, look up. Exhale, lead with the heart. Reach with your fingers, nice and slow. And connect your hands to your feet as you bow forward. Inhale draws you up, a reverse table or reverse plank. Bend your knees, soles of feet pressing to the earth for a reverse table. Your thumbs pointing in, fingers pointing towards your heels. Lift your hips, looking up or back. Or for reverse plank, legs are straight, toes pointing away from you, legs stay active. Hands are the same, roll your shoulders back. Inhale, lift your hips, straighten your elbows, look up or back. Keep hips high. Exhale, lower. Come on up. We're gonna widen our legs for a wide-legged forward fold. So shift to get to the length of your mat perhaps. Bring your hands behind you to lift your hips up. Pointing your toes up, flex your feet. Prepare for that forward fold by turning toes in, out, and around, drawing those circles. Sit up tall. Again, that length of the spine first. And then as you prepare, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Lead with the heart. Reach forward, crown ahead, reaching, reaching, reaching. Keep toes pointing up as you forward fold. You can come onto blocks, pillow, stacking fists, forearms. Find this stretch in your body. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step." So the more that you can turn towards self-care, you can shift your thoughts. You can shift your actions, moving towards compassion. Cultivate this love, forgiveness, compassion for yourself. We often harbor so much resentment and hurt in our own bodies, in our own minds, in our own hearts. But offer up that compassion for yourself. And then, and only then, will you be able to give that gift to others. It is a practice. It is hard. We can do hard things. Come on up. Bring your hands outside of your thighs, under your knees as you draw the soles of your feet together. Baddha Konasana, bound angle. Bring your hands to your ankles or to your feet as you sit up tall. Maybe even some movement here. As we lower to our backs, preparing for our Shavasana. You can stay in this bound angle, supine bound angle. Bring your hands to your belly. Press your low back into the mat. Rest your elbows, your shoulders. Close your eyes. If you would like, after a few breaths in Supta Baddha Konasana, transitioning your body into Shavasana. Bring your hands outside of your thighs. Draw your knees together. And first, squeeze your knees into your chest. Hold your body lovingly. Compassion and love and forgiveness for yourself. And then, it is a gift that you can give to others. As you inhale deeply, exhale completely, finding your Shavasana, finding your resting posture. Your feet wide, toes pointing out. Roll your shoulders under. Open your palms up. Your arms away from your body. Allow your hips, your heels, your shoulders to be heavy. With your eyes closed, your belly soft. Release and surrender to complete rest. As you stay in your Shavasana, again, I'll read to you something from Martin Luther King Jr. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. So right now, starting right where you are, in this space, beginning with yourself, you can begin again today. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, rolling around ankles and your wrists. As you bend your knees and your elbows and you turn your head side to side, opening your mouth to release. As you roll over to one side and pause. A breath that unites us. Deepest inhale. Open mouth, exhale. As you rise to a seated position, drawing hands to heart center, sitting tall, bowing head towards your heart. The radiant light in me honors and reflects the radiant light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you. I will miss all of you this week. I'll be praying for you and thinking about all of you. See you later. See you soon.